It's that time of year again after the season's finished, and there are some leaked photographs of the proposed kit for the following season, and then we decide if we like them or not. And this season's no different. However, there's a bit of a difference with this one because if correct, if the rumours are true with the proposed kit, the third kit is almost identical to the Saudi Arabian national kit, and that's causing quite a stir and quite some controversy. So I was out last week asking fans what their thoughts were of this particular top and whether they would buy it or not. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give my opinion as to whether I think it's a good idea or not. But also, I'm going to tell you at the end why I really don't want Aramco sponsoring Newcastle United. It's coming up. Welcome back, it's Eddie from Tyneside Life. Welcome to my channel. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of this particular video, I just want to make a couple of mentions. About a week or two ago, I did a video I put together about war flags, and I filmed them inside St James's Park and found out behind the scenes what goes on and how they go about putting together the magnificent displays that they do. So if you haven't already seen it, I'll put a link at the end of this video to check out that particular video. Also on Sunday, I was at the Toon end of season party at Central Park at the Life Centre, and I had an exclusive interview with Keith Downey. I asked him what his thoughts were on potential transfer targets and the summer budget, so check that video out. I'll put a link at the end. Spoiler, we're not going to be spending as much money as we think, and it's certainly not hundreds of millions of pounds. Also, I see that Sean Longstaff has signed a 3-year contract. Well done, Sean. I think there was some trepidation by him whether he wanted to stay at the club, clearly because he wants to secure some sort of first team football. So the fact he's signed a contract, Eddie Howe must see him in some way as part of the club's setup next season. So well done and congratulations, Sean. So anyway, right, let's get back into this particular video. And during the Arsenal match, I was asking fans what they thought of this potential third kit that looks identical to the Saudi Arabian kit, and let's find out what they said. So I've got Darren here from the middle of the Republic of Ireland, is that right?
Portlaoise, yeah.
Yes. Darren, the third strip, which is almost identical to the Saudi Arabian national kit, quite controversial, it's causing some controversy. What's your thoughts?
Well, I don't see what's the big deal. You know what I mean? The likes of Man City, and we say Sheffield United, you know what I mean? They've kind of worse owners, but there's never been a big uproar. So it's the fact that it's Newcastle, everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. They're like, I've no problems with it, I'll buy it. Doesn't matter what jersey we have. As long as it has the crest on it, I'll spend my money on it. So it's grand, you know, so I'm happy anyway. So no problems.
I've got Paul from Dundalk, which I believe is on the border with Northern Ireland, is that right?
Yeah, just in the south, Eddie, yeah.
So again, same question, what's your thought on this third kit, which is causing some controversy?
Yeah, I can't see what the big deal's over. Like, what they own the club now, and they've been great since they took over from Mike Ashley. So we had to put up with Mike Ashley's antics for enough years. So the third shirt won't make a big deal. I don't think you'd only wear it 3 or 4 times.
And would you consider buying it?
I have to get one big enough to fit me. I'll buy it surely, yeah.
So I've got Jona from Stavanger, or just south of Stavanger in Norway. Thanks for joining me. What do you think about this third kit, which looks almost identical to the Saudi Arabian national kit?
I'm actually not so happy about purchase because it means a lot to Saudi Arabia. We have the owners is from Saudi Arabia, but it's not Newcastle shirt, so I don't like it as well.
What about the money it will generate? For example, the shirts that they'd sell in Saudi Arabia will bring in lots of money for the club.
It's good to get the money in the club, but it has to be honest money and not blood money as many other people say. So it's this, if it's honest money and fair money, it's okay.
So you wouldn't buy it?
Depends, I don't think so, no.
So still in the Strawberry, I'm meeting fans from all over the world here. I've got Matt from Boston, I've met some fans from Norway, and now I've got Zach from the States, Washington DC. And Zach, welcome to Newcastle.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks for coming on the channel. So I'm asking about this controversial potential third kit next season, which is almost identical to the Saudi Arabian national shirt. What's your view on it?
Yeah, I think it's important to have an opinion once it's official. So it's not been like officially released yet. The Newcastle club haven't stated that this is going to be the jersey. They haven't had to release photography, anything like that. But I do think it's just not a really good idea for the football club's public image, because they know what it looks like. They're very aware of that, and they know that the ties to the Saudi government are controversial in and of itself. And while takeovers happen in the game, and it's not necessarily a bad thing that the takeover happened, I don't think it's a smart thing for the club to have a jersey that represents Saudi Arabia, because the whole essence of the takeover is that the Premier League agreed for it not to be a state-sponsored takeover of Newcastle United, and I don't think it's smart for that image to be portrayed. So hopefully it won't happen, and if it does happen, it's not the end of the world, but it's probably just not a smart idea for the club's public image.
Why do you think they're going to have a shirt like this?
Sure, I mean, I think it does look good. I think, to be honest, it's cool colors. I think it looks good. And it is representative of their owners. And I think the owners do want to embolden the image of Saudi Arabia or where they're coming from. And that's reasonable. That makes sense. But I think that the intention of it is a little misguided, and it may cause more harm than good.
So I take it you wouldn't buy it?
Probably not. But then again, I already have some kits, so I don't necessarily need a new one. But I don't think personally I would buy it. Yeah.
If you'd like to see more videos like this and be notified the moment I release the next one, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So I've got Abdul Rahman from Saudi Arabia. Welcome to Newcastle and Tyneside Live. So we might have a shirt that matches Saudi Arabia's national shirt.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's really exciting. We saw the fans talk about it, and they like the idea. I recall one of the old season for Newcastle. They have a green T-shirt, so there is no difference, and I think it will be a good strip for Newcastle.
And do you think lots of people from Saudi Arabia will buy it?
For sure, because it is represented Saudi Arabia. That's why.
How many do you think?
A lot of people.
Half a million, 10 million?
Maybe million.
What do you think of the potential third kit for next season?
Looks right to me at the minute. I hope it does go that way. I don't really mind the colours. I'll probably end up buying anyway. We'll have to just wait and see if they actually say they're going to do that or not.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait. Yourselves, what do you think of the potential third strip?
I like it, but
You don't like it?
No, I like it. Yeah, I like it. I mean, but as you see, where's the controversy to every other kit that's been put out there? You know, like you look at Chelsea's Russian kits kind of thing, PSG's Qatar style kit. I just think, if anything, it looks more of a Republic of Ireland kit than it does Saudi Arabia, but that's just my opinion anyways.
I think it's a great marketing strategy with a strip like that if they do bring it out, because they'll sell hundreds of thousands in Saudi.
Yeah, I'd say they would. Yeah, they would probably sell a fair bit to get the marketing, financial fair play rules to get around it, kind of thing. But that's just me, in my opinion, anyways.
I'll probably just buy it anyway.
Yeah.
Very well.
Potential third kit for next season, which is almost identical to the Saudi strip.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not a huge fan, just because I think the Saudis shouldn't be putting their influence on the club. You know, we should be focusing on strengthening us as a city, and it doesn't help with all the other arguments that are already being made against the Saudis for they're going to try and use it to influence the Premier League with their money or all that stuff. So it doesn't look good on anyone.
Do you think with the money that it would generate, especially shirt sales in Saudi Arabia, that could boost the spending power for the summer?
I suppose so, but with shirt sales, it's only a tiny amount of the money that the Saudis actually have already, so I don't think it'll help them get a lot more.
So there we have it, some really interesting points of view there, and clearly the fan base seem to be divided and split on whether they think it's a good idea or not. I thought it was important as well when I asked people not to just keep inside the Geordie bubble, because you're probably guaranteed to get the same point of view. I wanted to speak to fans from other areas as well. I thought Zach from Washington DC in the United States made a really good point. Clearly, for the takeover to go ahead back in October, Newcastle United had to provide legally binding assurances that the Saudi state was disconnected, at least on paper anyway, from Newcastle United. And Zach thought it was if I'm paraphrasing, it's kind of sponsoring the Saudi state through the back door by having a shirt that's identical. And I thought that was a really good point. All things considered, I might be deluding myself a little bit, and you know, although I'm uncomfortable with certain aspects of Saudi Arabian culture and society, but I'm also uncomfortable with some other countries and the way they conduct their particular cultures. I'm also embarrassed about the way the United Kingdom conducts its business in certain aspects. That doesn't mean I'm not proud of where I come from, or that I would visit some of these other countries. So all things considered, I don't have strong views about why we shouldn't have this particular top. I may well buy it, but yeah, that's my particular opinion. And in terms of Aramco, I'm really not comfortable with the idea, even if it can be a sponsor. Bearing in mind, Yasser Al Rumayyan is the chairman of Aramco. He's also the chairman of Newcastle United and the governor of PIF. Clearly, I'm not an economics or business expert. It's my understanding that a club in effect can't sponsor itself. So it would seem at first glance extremely unlikely for a company like Aramco to sponsor Newcastle United, which I'm glad of, but also because it's an oil, petroleum and gas company. And in light of human rights movements like Amnesty International crawling all over us as it is, I really don't want the northeast branch of Extinction Rebellion supergluing themselves to turnstiles at upcoming home matches because of the climate change and the whole movement surrounding that. I really don't want Aramco. Personally, I think it's probably a company like Gulf Saudi or Saudia, or Saudia Airlines, which used to be Saudi Arabian Airlines, or some sort of hotel chain. I'd be completely comfortable with that. But we're going to have to wait and see how all that unfolds. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's obviously a controversial subject. Everybody has their own opinion. If you disagree with that opinion, I don't think it gives you the right to be abusive towards that other person. Set out why you disagree with somebody. I'd love to hear your views. And if you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And in the next day or two, I'm going to be doing a video about my season review of Newcastle United. So until next time, catch you later.